So you're 17, your faith is very high, you want to be a worship leader, you also love rugby, and you do gigs. So how does, Francois van Coke become this amazing rock star? Are you playing a gig one day, someone notices you and says, wow, I really want to work with this young man, I want to develop you, or is that a progression? How does that happen?
Yeah, I think I must actually, can I take this one back?
Yeah, absolutely, okay. Love it.
So the first day of high school, 1994, I walked into school and there was this guy that I know. My dad's a Dutch Reformed minister, and we went to the same church growing up, La Rochelle in Kerk.
Okay.
And my dad was obviously a minister, so we would sit in like the, I don't know what you call it, the ouderlinge banke.
Yeah.
The elders.
Yes.
And then on the other side you have the deacons,
yes.
And his dad was a deacon, so we would sit on this side of the church and they would sit on that side, and we would eye each other through the years growing up. First day of school, some guy grabs me by the chest and he tunes me, "Vir jou gaan ek."
Ooh! Ooh! Your first day of high school.
Yeah. And that guy was Wynand Myburgh. He's the bass player for Fokker Polisie Car. So a year later, I was kind of like dodging my way around this guy in high school. A year later, we ended up at the same beach party. It was December of, a bit more than a year, December of 1995. Ended up at the same beach party. He was like kind of jamming some songs on the beach, and I started singing. And after the party, he came to me and he said, "You've got a cool voice, maybe we must start a band next year." So that was the first time I actually started a band. It was in 1996, me and Wynand played a show together. Our band was called Hydrant, and I was kicked out of the band right after the first show. I was an absolute failure. That song, that Chili Pepper song, "My friends are so depressed."
Yes.
Sang that, but I came in like an octave too high, and it was like this terrible disaster. The show sucked, and I was kicked out of the band. Then I never wanted to sing in a band again. So, but from that time, always been in bands, playing guitar, playing bass. Nothing really happened. Like no one noticed me or any band I was into until I was in a band called New World Inside, and it was around 2002.
How old are you then?
21.
21. Okay.
21.
Okay.
So we got signed to a little record label here in Joburg called Revolution Records, and that kind of was the first thing where someone noticed us. We recorded our first album in Boksburg in Impala Park, and we made 500 CDs, and we sold 500 CDs.
Sold them all.
In that time, Hunter Kennedy was in the band with me. We started joking about, starting this Afrikaans band, but at that stage it was really taboo to play rock music and sing in Afrikaans. Or
it was unheard of.
There was nothing like it really.
Yeah.
Before that it was like you had Koos Kombuis and Johannes Kerkorrel, but we could never really relate to the musical side of those acts, but we could relate to the lyrical content.
Yes, agreed.
So we wanted to make something that was kind of true to ourselves and true to what we like, what we would think is an international standard. And we started Fokker Polisie Car. And, because we've had experience of doing these things for such a long time, playing in bands since we were 15, I was a live sound engineer at a stage.
Wow.
We kind of knew what we needed to do. We recorded our first EP at the same place, Bishop Studios, and when I was doing the vocals for the album, the EP, I snapped that this is something truly special, and I think that was kind of the break.
If you enjoyed this content and you would like to see more, please visit our Myburgh Masterclass channel on YouTube. That's where the magic happens. Bye-bye.